The Saturn V burned 3,360 gallons of fuel every second and spent all of it in about 150 seconds. That's 672 gallons per engine. There are 5 engines. That whole first stage exists for one reason: to get the thing off the ground and through the lower atmosphere. It doesn't even make orbit. It just punches through the hard part and falls away. Every one of those rockets was designed to blow apart into unrecoverable chunks, which means every launch had an $80 billion disposable price tag in today's money. You can see why the program didn't last long. It took 400,000 people to make the 3 million parts that went into one Saturn V. The rocket stood 363 feet tall, about 5 stegosauruses end to end. It had pogo oscillation problems early on, where the fuel would sputter through the injectors and cause the whole vehicle to bounce up and down along its length like someone shaking a spray paint can. Engineers ran 2,000 tests across 210 different injector designs before they figured it out. The first crew that rode one up went before they had the fix. Just something to sit with. The designer is a complicated topic. Wernher von Braun, was doing rocket work before World War II broke out. And when it did, he ended up building missiles for the Nazi program. His argument was that he was conscripted, that he was a scientist who wanted to work on rockets, and the only way to do that was through the government, and that they managed what he saw around him. But he volunteered for various programs, got promoted in the SS, and toured facilities. The U.S. government knew enough about his history that they classified it and brought him over quietly under Operation Paperclip. I've known a lot of engineers in my life. They get fixated on an idea and lose track of the human factor entirely. That's not a pass, but it's probably closer to the truth than calling him a monster. It's that line from Jurassic Park, where he was so fixated on whether or not he could do it, he didn't really stop to think about whether or not he should. The rocket itself never failed. All 13 launches, 400,000 people, 3 million parts, pogo shaking and fuel burning and stages dropping into the ocean, and it never once let a crew down. Apollo 13's problems had nothing to do with the Saturn V. 3 of them are still sitting in museums right now, fully intact, never launched. One at Kennedy Space Center, one at Johnson Space Center, one at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. The blueprints still exist. What's gone is the people. All the engineers who built it are dead, and nobody trains on slide rules anymore. The intuition of how those 3 million pieces fit together and work, that's lost. If someone needed to build one today, it would take years just to relearn what those people carried in their heads